I am back at one of my favorite places on earth, Los Sueños Marina in Costa Rica. We're optimistic it's going to be a fun day, and in Costa Rica, you just never know what's going to happen.
Marlin! It's a Marlin! It's a Marlin! Blue Marlin!
We got a blue marlin. It's about 350 pounds, and he's giving it all he's got.
Oh, yeah!
Sailfish, blue marlin, tuna, dorado.
Tuna's everywhere!
Catching a blue marlin is something that every big game hunter must experience. The thrill, the adrenaline, the image, the epic fish exploding out of the water is something you'll never forget. There's a place where double-digit releases are common in a single trip.
This is a tale of two trips. One is an ultimate fishing adventure, way off the coast of Costa Rica to the seamounts. So far out, it requires an overnight stay on the boat. It's a guy's trip. Took several of my very good friends on this. The other trip you're gonna learn about was a dad and son day trip with equally remarkable results. When it comes to bill fishing, Costa Rica is off the charts. The underwater mountains, which are volcanic in origin, attract fish like blue marlin and tuna, and they're very popular fishing destinations. The mountain we were targeting was 150 miles offshore, and we planned to be at sea for 2 full days. We use the bait and switch method of trolling, which includes dredges, teasers, and lures. The idea is to get the billfish into the spread and then pull in the teasers, grab a rod with a hook and a pitch bait, and in our case, a dead tuna, and then pitch the bait toward the marlin, try to get it as close to the marlin as you can, and then just hold on and free spool and wait for the marlin to attack. Day one was dark and cloudy, but it didn't take long, and we were off to the races. Catching a marlin isn't just a fight, it's a ballet. It's a dance between angler and billfish. The marlin jumps, arcs, dives, tail walks, and the angler responds accordingly with power or finesse, all in an effort to not let the prize get away.
Oh, there he is! There he is! Look at him!
In the rain, Johnathan Roberts, the big hook, rough seas.
Maverick Sportfish Charters is an excellent choice for an offshore adventure in Costa Rica. It's who I use. I've been multiple times on several of their boats, and the results are consistent. Their captain and their crews are friendly, knowledgeable, but more importantly, they let you fish. They let you do the angling, and that means a lot. And I've been several times, and I cannot recommend them enough. The forecast called for rain on day one, and the forecast was correct. The rain set in, and I think the fish started biting even better. The hits just kept on coming. It's very important to make sure that the release is successful, so we took great care in handling the fish to make sure they could swim away. So what should you expect if you come on a Marlin seamount adventure in Costa Rica? You meet at the marina at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and take your belongings and your crew, meet the captain, and you start heading out to the fishing grounds. You run pretty hard until dark and then chug throughout the night to get to the seamount. You fish from daylight till dark that first day. The crew prepares breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, has drinks, and has all the provisions to make it very accommodating, and certainly you don't go hungry or thirsty while you're on the vessel. You sleep in bunk beds and or on the couch. We had enough beds for our 5-person crew when on this trip that I'm on right now. Fishing is world class. It goes without saying that Costa Rican marlin seamount fishing is the best marlin fishery in the world. And no fishing excursion is guaranteed, but this one has an excellent chance on double-digit releases. The sunrise the second morning was spectacular. The clouds were thinning out and the sea was much calmer. We just changed up our tactic to live baiting. We're at a seamount that's about 70 miles offshore right now. We've been doing mostly fast trolling with pitch baits. Now we're doing live bait with small live tuna. We've got 3 live lines, and we still have some small lures that are acting as teasers that are slowly drifting ahead of the live bait spread. But it'll be interesting to see how this marlin bite is affected by the different presentation.
Black marlin? No. Blue. Yeah, I don't know.
We got a double. No, both are on. We got a double. There's Wesley's way out in the distance.
Oh, man. Come on, baby. Come on, big girl. Okay, ahora sí,
When the fish is landed, grab it by the bill, duck the head in the water, move the boat forward so that water rushes through the gills to rejuvenate the oxygen supply. As you hold the bill, you can feel the fish become stronger and stronger until it's ready to swim away. As the day wore on, the aerial acrobatics continued. Whoa! Ha ha!
Woo! Come on, big girl.
Needless to say, this trip exceeded our lofty expectations.
Superslam!
The captain backed down hard to make sure we landed this sailfish, because this completed a super slam. 4 billfish species in one trip: blue marlin, black marlin, striped marlin, and a sailfish. Costa Rica has nearly unlimited activities in addition to fishing. Ziplining, ATV riding, and just general exploring of the city are some of our favorites and really added a lot to our trip. 19 billfish, 48 hours. We had a super slam, blue marlin, black marlin, striped marlin, and the last fish of the trip, the sailfish, to cap off the super slam. We're back to the marina now on what was an amazing, epic trip that we will never forget. And this brings us to our most recent trip to Costa Rica. The purpose was soccer and fishing. My son's soccer team was slated to play several Costa Rican teams. My friend in Costa Rica, Pablo Lavashi, organized the soccer. Needless to say, when the soccer was over, we were ready to head to the coast and go fishing. Sailfish, blue marlin, tuna, dorado. Right now we're here in the spring, so it's a little bit past the peak sail fishing and a little bit before the peak marlin, but we're optimistic it's going to be a fun day, and in Costa Rica you just never know what's going to happen. Pablo is one of my great friends in life. He is a former pro soccer player, but more importantly just a great human being that has dedicated his life to serving others. I was thrilled for him to be able to join us on our fishing trip when the soccer was over.
A wonderful day today, and we're gonna have fun. On the side.
My friend and neighbor, Mike Peterson, joined me on this trip along with his son, Jake, who's part of the soccer team. My son, David, was on the trip, and I was excited to have some fun out on the water with Pablo, Mike, David, and Jake. Our primary baits for the day were dead ballyhoo with chin weights and circle hooks, but we were also using lures and Spanish mackerel in hopes of attracting a big marlin. Jake and David were having a good time on the boat, and even during the slow parts of the day, they were finding ways to entertain themselves. Mike and Jake were both hopeful to catch their first billfish, and we did not want to let them down. Proper handling is so important. Getting the bill, making sure the fish was revived and safely released. We were off to a good start. Jake and David have been great teammates on various teams over the last few years, and they applied that same teamwork mentality on this marlin. In a perfect world, you want the marlin to bite the bait connected to the large reel, but this one didn't cooperate and bit the ballyhoo connected to the smaller reel. As a result, this marlin was having a field day taking line hundreds of yards behind the boat. Since teamwork was the theme of the trip, once the boys decided they had run out of gas, I was happy to step in and finish the job. Backing down on a marlin is something you have to experience. You're cranking with all your might, water pours over the transom at your feet, and you're just thinking, hang on and get this fish to the boat. And that's what we did. We got it to the boat, tagged the leader, and then the mate pulled the hook and he swam off. Soon after, we came across a school of tuna. The dolphin, the birds, and the tuna seemed to work together in harmony. It's really spectacular to see these tuna break the surface and explode out of the water. The tactic for catching tuna is to troll around the perimeter of the school with cedar plugs and poppers.
¿Qué es? Atún.
Tuna.
Wow.
There's nothing better than having the freshest tuna on the planet as an appetizer for the way home. Mike and Jake got their first billfish. We had 2 marlin over 350 pounds each. Oh, and by the way, Pablo got his sailfish too. Costa Rica delivers, and it is hard to beat.